Hey YouTube, how's it going, guys? It's a beautiful day out here, and I'm pleased to share with you some more information that I've taken some time to build up on myself. And before I go on, it's Dammy, and I want to say thank you to all these supporters out there. I'm really appreciative of the support I'm receiving from every single one of you. And if you haven't subscribed, go down, subscribe to the channel. I will be posting a video every Monday, talking about some new stuff and just empowering the mind. But before I go any further, I'm gonna jump in topic actually. And last topic I talked about self-reliance. If you haven't seen last topic's video, go on my channel, look at the last video. I talked about self-reliance. I think it's pretty cool. You guys should watch it. And at the end of the topic, I said I'll talk about consistency. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna talk about consistency, give you a little rundown on consistency, how consistency can help you with your life, how it can help me with my life, and help those watching the video. And before I start, I want to ask you, what is consistency to you, right? How has consistency helped you? Define consistency. How would you define consistency in your life? And I've taken time to sum up just little words that define consistency for me, right? When I think about consistency, I think about repetition. Consistency is like repetition, doing the same thing but over and over and over again. And consistency is great to the mind, right? Because like consistency helps you, it helps you attain the goal that it is you want. It's an important essential tool to have in life. And it's not a tool that we can purchase, of course. It's a tool that has to be built from within. Personal character, it's added onto your personal character. So when I talk about consistency, you need to have consistency in life, because you look about there's not a man in this world that has become successful that doesn't have a level of consistency, right? Like there has to be consistency in life to go to the next step, to generate whatever it is you want to generate from life, whether it be money, fame, riches, happiness. There has to be a level of consistency to attain that peace that you want. So when I talk about consistency, I want you to take note of the things that you do. There's false consistency and there's a positive consistency. We obviously do not want the false consistency. We want the positive consistency, and consistency that allows us as people, as human beings, to continue to excel, right? To push forward in life, continue to make the next big step in life. And you think about like your job, for instance. Everyone goes to a 9-to-5 job. That is a routine. But when you're talking about consistency, let me say you have let me say you're going for a championship league. You have to practice, or you have to practice with your boys, or you're going for a weight training, and you have to hit the gym a certain amount of times a week. That is the level of consistency, because like it is something you're taking out of your time to improve yourself. And when I talk about self-reliance, consistency and self-reliance aligns, because when you put self-reliance with consistency, it's almost like being told to do something. It's almost like not being told to do something, but you're doing it. You're taking time to do it. And because you're taking time to do it, there's a level of consistency that has to be involved for that topic to actually have an effect in your life. So consistency is an important key in life. And there's been times where, like obviously we're gonna have challenges, right? We're gonna meet different people that are gonna wanna talk us down about the things that we have to say, or the things that we want to do, or the things that we're pursuing, right? And that's okay, because like not everyone's always gonna agree with your idea. But when you have a goal, right? When you have a vision in mind and you're chasing with consistency, whatever people have to say doesn't really matter, right? Because the thing that scares most people in this world, when they build upon consistency, some people lose it because of what other people have to say, right? And we call that criticism. So like you're going a certain way, you're doing a certain thing, and someone tells you like, oh, I don't think you're gonna make it, I don't think you're gonna make it in life, or not in life general, but like I don't see you doing that. I see you doing this, or I see you doing this. And like some people feel like they can actually dictate the things that your capabilities, right? Oh, I know you better than you know yourself. Like when you begin to surround yourself with people like that, like it's not a good energy, right? It's not good for the mental state of mind. It takes away from self-reliance. It takes away from consistency. It takes away from relying on yourself. And when people begin to rely on other people's opinion, sometimes it's good to listen, right? But if you have your mind made up on the certain things that you want to do in life, there's only two things you're gonna figure out. It's either gonna make you a better person or you're gonna learn. Life is all about learn experience, right? You create a consistency. You start off with self-reliance, you create consistency, and as you move on in life, you're either gonna excel or you're gonna learn while you excel. So like there's certain mistakes you're gonna make. There's certain mistakes you've made in life that you're not gonna make now. And there's certain mistakes you're gonna make now, you're not gonna make in the future. And the reason being that is because you've combined consistency with the things that you actually wanted. And because you're willing to fail, because you're okay with failing, you're actually gonna build up upon your self-esteem. You're gonna build up upon your self mentality, your mental state of mind. You're gonna build upon that. So I try to tell people, like, even when I was growing up, like, I didn't have the best consistency in life. Like, I didn't have the best mindset in life, and I had to figure out the things that I actually wanted. Right? Like, what do I like to do in life? That was the first question I asked myself. How could I make sure that what I'm doing in life, what I love to do, I actually make it not just a hobby, but I make it something that can yield me a fortune, that can pave my way into success. So like I started looking at my life like that. I started like analyzing things that I actually like to do and things that I actually love to be around. And that's why it's allowed me to create this lifestyle that I have right now. And you guys can actually harness that power. It's within your reach. You just have to know what you really want as a person, right? You have to know what you want as a human being. And I say this because like even when I was growing up, like I dealt with a lot of like, hate, some criticism. Some people try to tear me down, try to make me feel bad about myself, try to make me feel bad about what I'm doing. And sometimes I still deal with it to this day. But I've learned that like you'll always be a villain in someone else's story, right? So like if you're facing consistency and there's criticism involved, that's all right. Because like the best of the best people, the best of the best of the best people build themselves on a level of consistency. Like you have to be willing to cut out the negative things in your life. You have to be willing to cut out the BS. You have to be willing to cut out the bad vibes in your life. And that's pretty much what it's all about. You think about everybody that has climbed to a certain level and fell and haven't found a passion or haven't found a rhythm they had to climb. It was because someone probably told them something, and because they listened, or because they thought that was the route they should take, or because they thought that whatever they heard is true, they yielded to that information. And because they did, because your mental energy wasn't strong enough to resist that, they fell, right? If you look at every great person that has fallen, they always fall out of consistency. It's never really something else. You get big, right? You become somebody, and you forgot how you got there. Sometimes it's mere luck, and it's not really luck. It's more like you wanted it so bad at the beginning, and now it's like you got it. You feel like you don't have to work as hard. And the worst part of things is when you work hard to get what you want, you've created a consistency, getting it, and then falling back into it. There's a level of embarrassment in there, right? So like some people say like, I want to have this certain amount of goal, and when I get there, I feel like I'm gonna stop. Like, why stop? If you've already gotten to that point, you've already created enough consistency for yourself. You've already wanted that stuff so bad. Why don't you push further? Look ahead of you. See what's ahead of you. Look around. See how you can push ahead. Challenge yourself. It's all about challenging yourself, right? Making yourself a better person for tomorrow. Whatever goal it is that you have in your mind, it's always attainable based on the decisions, based on the goals that you've set yourself, right? If you have low standards for yourself, you would always set at low standards. If you have high standards for yourself, you would always set at high standards. So guys, consistency is really important, right? When you think about consistency, when you apply consistency in your life, you're gonna start to see yourself grow. You're gonna grow in whatever shape, whatever aspect that you've imagined, that you've envisioned in your mind. And because you do that, you're gonna become a better person. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope today's video has helped you out in every different way that it possibly can. I love you guys, and I'm hoping to talk to you in the next video. Stay tuned, and peace.